Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanting to get you this video and some information on representing a function. So we talked about functions, that our function is a relationship between two quantities, the input and the output, okay, where for each input, there's only one output. Now, these can be shown in a bunch of different ways, okay? They can be shown with ordered pairs, okay? X, Y. They can be shown as a table of values. We kind of used that a little bit for our mapping diagrams in our last lesson. They can be shown as a graph, maybe as a line through it. And they can be shown as a rule or an equation. Okay, and we spent a lot of time in topic 5 talking about these, where y equals something x, maybe plus or minus something, okay, and we can make the rule for what the output is given x, the input. Okay, now there are 4 main kinds of displays we're going to look at. If I give you one, you can often make at least one of the others. Some of them are more helpful for creating different kinds than others. I like ordered pairs for then creating a graph, but I can use a table of values to create ordered pairs. So they all work together. And that's where this example comes in. Suppose a car gets 28 miles to the gallon. Okay, I'm going to change that. I should have said truck. In this situation, distance, how far you can go, is a function of the number of gallons of gasoline. Think about it. If I put 5 gallons of gasoline in my husband's truck, he can go so far, and then he's going to run out of gas. We know that. So it is a function. We just never knew that word. Okay? So if I put in 1 gallon of gas, he's going to get to go 28 miles. 2 gallons, 56. 3 gallons, 84, and so on. We were given these ordered pairs. We were given really the rule, but we haven't written anything out with it yet. We are given the graph. No gas, no go. So this one happens to be proportionate. It starts at the origin. 1 gallon, 28 miles, 2 gallons, 56, and it keeps going. If I could put in 100 gallons of gasoline in one truck, which I can't, then we could figure out how far he could go. Now let's talk about the rule. Okay? Rules can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. You're looking for what math consistently gets from X to Y. Turns this input into a consistent output. Okay, so the rule in this case is stated right here, 28 miles per gallon. Okay, that's a rate. So I can write that rule as y equals 28 times however many gallons of gas. Y is going to equal the distance. Okay. X equals the number of gallons. So the story itself told us the rule. Now we're just writing it in an equation form. Now, how would I create a table of values? Okay. Well, X, Y. 0 gallons, 0 miles. 1 gallon, well, 1 times 28, 28 miles. Okay, so this is gallons, and this is miles. And it will help you on these problems if you label them. Yes, you should know which one's X and which one's Y, input and output, but also know what quantities you're measuring. Okay? 2 gallons, 56 miles, and so on. Now notice the table and the coordinate pairs look very, very similar. The rule is what tells us how to get from input to output. Sometimes I can figure out the rule from a story. Sometimes I can figure out the rule from a graph, because remember, rate and slope are the same thing. Okay, so your goal in these lessons is going to be looking for the rule and then applying it, or if you're given a rule, creating maybe coordinate pairs or a table, or in some cases, even a graph. Okay, I'm proud of you. Go ahead, give your try problems a try, and I can't wait to see you again in class.